Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to UTR presents House of the Dragon. Tis I, Sir Rock Abduse and Henny. eh, Once again, here to talk to you about dragons and shit. And boy, did a dragon do a oopsie this week. In the season finale, the dragon hit a real oopsie.
Yeah.
Joining me as always, folks, we have the man behind the boards, Sir Greg the gluttonous. This motherfucker right here, Sir Greg the gluttonous.
Let's do something different besides the lung thing. Oh yeah, I'm fat.
Sir Greg the gluttonous. What are you fucking a Tarly now from fucking Game of Thrones?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Joining us also from King's Landing, Sir Matty the Kingslayer. Welcome, Sir Matt.
Welcome, everybody. It was a great season finale. You're gonna have to rewatch it plenty of times over the next 2 years.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started. We'll talk about that in a fucking second. But ladies and gentlemen, as Matt just alluded to, we are at the season finale of House of the Dragon, and boy, what a season finale it was. So,
Boys, do y'all remember the warning that King Viserys gave to Rhaenyra in like the second episode about dragons? It's a myth. It's a lie. It's a scam that we control dragons. We don't control dragons.
Real control.
And- we found that the fuck out. We found that way the fuck out this week.
You ain't
All right.
fucking kidding.
All right, so let's get the show started. Pretty much this show is all about the blacks. It's funny to say that, but even the title, it says the Black Queen.
Right.
You know what I mean? So basically, I guess the way they're saying it is the Targaryens are the blacks. The Targaryens slash Strongs slash Valerians. Anybody that's not a high tower.
The mutts are the blacks.
Right. The monks are the blacks and the high towers are the greens. The episode before this was the Green Council. We saw how the high towers made their moves and put things into play so that way Aegon can be king. And this episode we find out. Damn, she come on starting shit.
Look,
Listen. You already told him you can't say the word Craven, so like,
I know
what the
she's
fuck
trying
up?
to bait me. She's trying to bait the shit out of me.
She's trying to yee you right now, bro. She's trying to hit you with the yee right now.
She is like, I ain't falling for that one. No, thank you. Get my sippy cup and I'll just sit back.
Right. So this episode, it's pretty much the rebuttal to what happened the last episode. In this episode we find out that pretty much Rhaenyra finds out that her father dies and that her baby brother has been crowned king. Rhaenyra comes, gives them the message. You know, they're sitting in there in the chamber talking, and they're like, well, what do we owe that your father's dead? She just comes out and just Viserys is dead. All right. So they're like, hey, how? Well, damn, hello to you too. Like,
And Daemon is like, then how'd you get here?
Right. Daemon let it know.
Daemon was questioning shit like,
Daemon was really questioning shit. He was sitting there like, well, what happened? And Rhaenyra told him, you know, they have a mass crowning of him. So whenever it's like they crown them in front of the people, so that way he can get their respect. She was tight.
And you let them?
She was like, they entrapped me and I escaped. And Daemon said, you escaped? Like, you could have stopped this and you didn't? And she said something that we brought up last show, and when we were all like, "Why didn't she?" And I said it for the simple fact that she let them know, "I'm with y'all in this war, but it's not my fight to start.
Right.
Like I can't take the first blow. Okay, I can't be the one to set it off. It's y'all. This is y'all beef. I'll rock with y'all. I'm here, but I can't be the one to just stall off out the blue."
Right.
So Damon hit her with the yeah, all right, whatever. Like, yeah, all right, whatever. And she's like, "Look, I just came here to give you a warning, to let you know what happened, so that way y'all can get y'all shit together."
And they get it together quick.
Quick as fuck.
It's not as fast as the way they did it at the table with Otto and them, but it's almost like Damien kind of saw this shit coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because the minute that they said that Viserys died, Damon immediately started giving out orders for his plan of attack.
Right.
Immediately, all right, I need you to go ahead, cut this motherfucker's head off. I need you to go ahead, make sure this motherfucker's still with us. And Rhaenyra is like, hold on. Rhaenyra is still trying to keep the peace that her father had.
And that's an important topic throughout the episode. Because even Rhaenys is like, she's the only one that is not trying to spill blood.
Right. Because somebody comes back this episode. My man, no slit throat.
Corlys.
Corlys walked back in.
Corlys hobbled back in. Didn't even get a chance to get a kiss from his wife before she ripped him a new one. Like as soon as he walked in the door, she hit him with the motherfucker. You left me for 6 years and almost died. Well, damn, baby, it's good to see you too. She didn't even let my man dry off. Okay, like my man Corlys is laying in the bed, just waking up from his fever and sliced throat induced coma that he had.
Right.
Your man opens his eyes, roll over, sees his wife, puts a smile on his face, and she hit him with the "I just think it's funny you were dead for 6 years." she just hit him with the "You left me. There was some shit going on." That's exactly what she said, Tito. What's good, Tito? It's exactly what she said. Right. 6 years. She's lucky she ain't fucking. Listen, and listen. This is Game of Thrones. House of Dragon, Game of Thrones. She's definitely already fucking somebody else. The minute that motherfucker went to sea, she had somebody digging in that shit.
Just because we didn't see it doesn't mean that.
Right.
Listen, this is the land of Unga Bunga. Everybody is on that time in this shit. It ain't just
if you got that white hair, that's all you know.
right.
That is
If
all you know.
And remember, she is a Targaryen, so she is all.
Rhaenyra is trying to not trying to do the Unga, as best she can. But by the end of this episode, she's gonna be all about the Unga. We gonna get to it.
Like little chihuahua.
Little chihuahuas.
They are, yo. A lot of bite, a lot of anger, and humping everything. That you know what? That is a damn good representation of a damn Targaryen. A lot of bite, a lot of anger, and always want to fuck. Yep.
All I'm thinking of is that dog from Big Mama's house too. They get tequila too.
Yeah. So we got. So the minute that they find out Viserys is done, Daemon starts going into, all right, go here, do this, kill this person, make sure this person is with us, blah, 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 blah. And Rhaenyra is like, hold on. Before y'all do any of that shit, like, let's try to think of a way where I can get the throne without any blood being shed.
Right.
That's her major thing. As much as shit that everyone has given her as far as her kids not being pure, her her not having her technically shouldn't be being the heir of the throne, through everything, she still maintained a mindset of let's keep the peace. She is her father's child, 100%.
She is, and it's telling the auto poison Allison's brain so much early on, where she's like, she is going to kill your kids and kill you to maintain that throne. Like she never would have.
Never.
That would never have crossed her mind. It would never have crossed her mind. That was
Because
never what she was about.
never. And the thing about it is, do you notice how everybody who technically is supposed to be on that throne doesn't want the position? Everybody who technically is an heir, the person who's on the throne either got the throne from taking it from fight or being voted in like the way Viserys is. But even Viserys didn't want the fucking throne.
That's why he tried so hard to maintain peace, because he's like, I'm really not trying to even exert my power as king.
Right, like no one wants the fucking throne. Rhaenyra was named to it.
That's when they have like the best times in that world, is when someone that doesn't want to be there is there, because you're not trying to do power play every fucking week. You just
like, yo, let's just keep peace, see what's going on. You got an issue? Come on, let's fix it real quick. Everybody love is love. All right. First off, I'm still tripping off the fact that Viserys is called the Young King. That's never gonna leave my fucking.
When he died,
died at 55. My ass.
Died at 55 of leprosy.
Nah, that motherfucker was 107 when they crowned him. Okay,
that leprosy aged him another 200 years. Like,
right.
That motherfucker was Nosferatu by the time he fucking died. All right, let's be realistic.
Someone showed a picture of Patty in the makeup with the eye, and he was like dancing and doing like this shit while he had one eye.
Oh my god!
Like,
that's pretty fucking creepy, dude. Don't do that again.
That wasn't CGI. That was make. Good makeup though. That's good.
Right.
Makeup.
I don't know if I could have been there with that shit though, because they made that shit look real as fuck, like a whole horse. So it's like you sitting there trying to run your lines and look over, and there's a motherfucker there. So you're like, oh wait, what was my line again? Tell this motherfucker turn his head around, please. I can't concentrate.
Close your eye. Oh, you can't. Oh shit. Oh.
Somebody get a patch for Patchy over here, covered in shit. So we have Rhaenyra sees pretty much like peace. Daemon pretty much lets her know, look, there is no more peace.
Right.
There really is no more peace. They pretty much said, fuck you, put Aemon on the goddamn throne. There is something wrong with you.
He's already half dead. He don't need to be dispute.
There is something wrong.
She just killed him.
Oh my goodness, girl. So early in the morning? So
instantly on that.
Exactly. So Daemon pretty much tells Rhaenyra, look, I know you want to keep peace, but this is open war right now. They pretty much said, fuck you. They crowned Aegon as the damn king. You know they're going to have people backing them. We have to make sure we have our sides together. So Rhaenyra's finally... Oh, there's something big happens. A select few are on the beach and they actually witness Rhaenyra's getting crowned as the queen. And she has, I believe she has Viserys's crown because
she has the proper crown.
Right. She has the proper crown because one of the Redbeard brothers fucking
stole it and brought it to her.
Right.
Before this, we see Daemon bring his was it Luke or Jace? Was it both of them?
It might have been
brings
both.
him where he's like, you need to see this as a future king. And he has these two people that came
both
from
of them.
King's Landing.
Both of them.
He's like, all right.
And he's like, do you swear you have a choice? You either swear your alliance to Rhaenyra or die. And then as he's saying that, this big ass dragon comes from behind him.
Which we saw in Game of Thrones with Daenerys several times. So that's apparently just the thing that they do. They just
right.
Hey,
you either
you can die now and it's gonna be quick, or if you traitor, you can die later and it ain't gonna be quick. It ain't gonna be
right. You
it's gonna last.
You either get down or lay down. That's pretty much what they told him. So Daemon pretty much said, "I need y'all. You down, Rhaenyra? Swear your allegiance right now." And as he's saying that, big ass dragon is coming behind him, licking his lips like, "Go ahead."
I'd be like, I like her.
Somebody fuck up a word so I can eat their ass. They're like, oh, Rhaenyra's my queen. I love you. Oh, Canada. Like,
sure, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, jumping down, got you. I ain't even gonna ask you how high. I'm gonna just keep going until the day's done. That's all. So Daemon pretty much shows them how they should, what you call it, find out who's on their side. Find out who's on their side. Like, yo, swear your allegiance or you die. So they watch dudes swear their allegiance, which I don't fucking blame them. Same way my man in the last episode swore his allegiance to Alicent after he seen them motherfuckers get killed. Like, like, yeah, I'm down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, so we see Rhaenyra get crowned. Okay, and I would say I don't even think it's a good hour after she's crowned. Who rolls up? Otto and his boys. Otto and his boys coming to start some shit. Daemon and his crew meet Otto and his boys on that infamous little bridge thing. That it's like is it the wall of one of the towers or something? That little.
I'm not sure what that is.
Right, but a lot has happened on that little bridge.
Yeah, that thing pops up like every 2-3 episodes.
Yeah.
And then like when we first saw it when Rhaenyra came, yeah, when Rhaenyra came with Cole to like get to speak to Daemon. Daemon had his dragon, and then Rhaenyra shows up on her dragon.
Right.
It's kind of like an even-ish playing field. Otto didn't bring a fucking dragon. Otto
brought his word and some swords, thinking that was gonna hold some weight. And Mongo, I just want to let you know, Otto Hightower is forever ruined for me because of you. For those of you who don't know, Mongo ruined the actor Otto Hightower for me because Mongo pointed out the fact that Otto Hightower is the kicker from The Replacement and Little Nicky's bigger brother. Okay? Yeah. It's Little Nicky's bigger brother and the kicker from The Replacement. So it's so hard for me to look at him at anything else besides that now. Thank you. I just see him with a cigarette doing the Macarena after he kicks a fucking field goal, and then I see him drinking fucking peach schnapps.
Peach schnapps to the pizza.
Okay. I always keep seeing the damn meme of him.
Mongo has now ruined. Yes, Jasmine. Mongo has now ruined Otto for you as well. Yes. I can't see him. And the thing about it is because I know that's who he is, I put references from his other movies into this shit. Like with Viserys with the one eye and shit missing, that's Little Nicky's father when they went through the fucking portal and he was falling apart and they had to get him everybody back. Like everything relates to another fucking movie he's been into now because of fucking Mongo. And I hate you for that. I hate you, just to let you know. So So fucking Little Nicky's brother shows up with some swords, no dragon.
Just waiting on Otto to just like show up shirtless for a fight. Like, come on, let's go.
Let's go. You know what? It makes it. No wonder he's so hell bent on the fucking crown. He couldn't get it in Little Nicky, so he got his grandson to get it in fucking House of Dragons. You absolutely right.
Father, why are you so hell bent on getting this crown? Because I owe a lot of money to the mob.
Right.
You know, I tried to fuck a field goal and I couldn't do it.
Do it right. Yeah. So he shows up. Daemon is like, he pretty much puts demands on them. Tell Rhaenyra there won't be any blood spill. She can keep Dragonstone. We'll give Luke. They pretty much everything that was promised to Luke. They put Jace. They said they're gonna let Jace do since Jace is no longer gonna be the heir to the throne. That's pretty much That's pretty much the offer that they gave them. And Daemon pretty much said, "Yo, offer. How about I offer to fucking take your head right now? Let's pull these blades out."
He didn't waste any time.
Yes, he would. The little good. You woke up this Saturday morning and chose extra violence this morning. Are you sure me and you ain't related? Because you are pulling a Kenny on every level with every fucking thing you say.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and throw that.
You woke up pulling the Kenny this morning. Violence on every level. So Damon's like, yo, fuck the talking. Let's just end this right now. I'll cut your fucking head off because I know you can't fight. Daemon draws his swords. His people draws his swords. Otto's people draws his swords. Otto's looking like, oh shit, I ain't got no sword. Let me take a step back. And then all of a sudden, we see this big ass dragon flapping around. So now Otto and his crew is definitely like, oh, we about to get eaten right now. Fucking with. I know them soldiers was like, God damn it, I knew I shouldn't have fucking came. Every time I fuck with Otto, I almost die. They see this big ass dragon thinking they about to fucking gate. It's Rhaenyra's. And at another point where she could have drawn blood, she could have pretty much throw the first stone in the fight or whatever the case may be, draw swords first. But instead she didn't. She didn't. She said, take your fucking deal, shove it up your ass. She took his hand of the kingpin off of him, threw it, said, you are not worthy to wear this, and pretty much told them to leave. Pretty much told them to leave on some, yo, I'll see you later when we decide.
Right.
She said, you'll have your answer by tomorrow. They're like, all right, no problem. She really is. She's definitely going out of her way not to, because that last speech that Viserys gave at that dinner hit home for her. It really hit her, which is why she's the one that offered the apology first to Allison. You know, Allison could have given an apology or did some shit. Rhaenyra's at the end of the day, Rhaenyra misses her best friend.
Right.
She misses her best friend. You know what I mean?
And to be fair, Allison misses her too. It's just that she just misunderstood some shit because, like, it was a true reunion.
Hold on. Viserys is the most non-unga bunga. You can't say that about Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra got kids outside her marriage on
Rhaenyra
purpose.
likes the bunga. Rhaenyra likes the bunga.
Right. Daemon hit that switch. He just a switch. All right. Daemon hit that switch when he took it down to the fucking 42nd Street.
He hit something.
So now Rhaenyra's all about bunga. She ain't too much about the unga, but the bunga, she's definitely with. And shouldn't have to. That is true too. That is true too. She does believe that she not only is she technically the rightful heir, she was, you know what I mean? Because she was the only child for God knows how long when they had to make that decision about who's going to be the heir. It was proclaimed throughout the land that everyone knew she was going to be the queen.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, why am I fighting for a title that I own already? So she doesn't want to draw.
What did Otto give her? He said that Aegon doesn't want to shed blood. The king in his grand wisdom would like for your sons, Lucerys and Jacaerys, to be like the wine boys or like the people that like guard the
Yeah.
field. Like, you motherfucker. That was
No, it
me
was no,
just
no,
pissing
no.
me
I
off.
think he said their kids. I think he said
Okay.
Jake's and Luke's kids can be like squires and shit like that. No,
Like Damon
no.
Damon heard whatever was said. He's like,
Oh, fuck this
you
shit.
motherfucker.
No, no, no. He said that her and Damon's kids could be the squires.
Mm.
That's what really made Damon say, "Oh, you done lost your motherfucking mind. If you think my kids is holding somebody fucking cup, you don't
Word.
lost your goddamn mind right there." So Rhaenyra takes the pin of the hand off of him, tells him, "Yo, you'll get your answer by tomorrow."
Chucks that shit off the wall, by the way. Fucking
Far, okay,
gone.
far. How many times has that damn pin been thrown away though?
Where do they keep finding it? What the fuck?
Right, like, do they have like a whole stash of them shits just made?
They have
Like,
to.
yo,
They have
Yeah.
to.
like somebody gonna lose this shit. Let me just make about 15 while they at a time. So they go back, mind you. All this has happened within a 2 week span of Rhaenyra's having a miscarriage. Okay,
Fuck. Ah, damn it.
okay. She gave birth to a stillborn. Okay, folks.
Right.
Let's forget.
Because if it's not House of Dragon, if you don't see another fucked up birthing scene, Jesus Christ.
You chose violence on every level this morning.
It's a softball pitcher. Dude, you hear the thud of the baby's skull
Right.
Hit the
on
floor.
that floor. Like, oh my fucking, oh.
Badoosh. It's like, oh God, good God. Like, so mind you, all this has happened within a 2 week span. Her dad died. She gave birth to a stillborn. Her brother took her spot, and something else is about to happen that we're about to talk about. Okay.
Yeah, so, all right. So they're talking about people that they need to go see to make sure that their allegiance is still with Rhaenyra. And
Right.
Jace's dumb, strong, dumb ass.
Hold on.
Mama?
Well, they
Hold on.
literally said
Because at first,
the
remember,
Ravens.
she's like, exactly. I was getting ready to say that, Matt.
Ravens.
She said, send the Ravens to get word out to Sir whoever that is.
Jason's
I forgot
dumbass said, why send a raven when a dragon is faster?
A dragon is faster. And Damon's like, it'll be more intimidating.
Damon is like, it'll be more intimidating, and then
He
here goes
goes down
Jace.
on the dumbassery.
Right. And then here go Jace, pretty much saying, plus they need to see one of us. It's not going to be the same coming from a Raven as if it would coming from your son, one of us. Mom, send us.
Triple down on the dumbassery.
Yeah, you are not faster than other dragons. We'll get into that in about 20 seconds.
Now,
Okay.
there are like two places that they're going to go, and one is like more dangerous than the other. So Renee's like, all right, we're going to send Luke to like the one that's like probably the easiest to deal with.
And they fucked around and found out.
Well,
more you fuck around, more you're going to find out.
Now, before this, we also see Dagon and Rhaenyra talking about, having to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhaenyra is talking about the prophecy.
Hold on, there's something that I skipped, in the process. I skipped a part in the process while talking about it. Corlys and his wife, Corlys and Rhaenyra. Corlys, I just talked about how he woke up and his wife started getting after him. When she woke him up, she pretty much told him everything that's going on.
Right.
She told him everything that's going on and how it was going. And on the low, Corlys was getting ready to support Aegon. Corlys was getting ready to support Aegon, and his wife let him know, like, yo, this girl is the only one keeping a calm head during all of this bullshit that's going on around her.
And he says, well, she's the reason that our daughter and son are dead.
Right.
Even though one of those isn't really true. She had
Right.
nothing to do with the daughter.
Right.
And the son isn't really dead, but he doesn't know that. But like he's like, anybody that goes near that girl dies. And she talks some sense into him.
Right. She talks some sense into him, and in the process, you get Corlys and his house backing up Rhaenyra. Like,
That's a major get.
That was a major moment, and you see
how
Rhaenyra
that she got that. She's like, oh my god.
she looks back like, you got him to do that, and she's like,
She just smiled at. Right. She just smiled at her, like, don't worry about it, baby girl.
She looking like, and you wanted me to say Jacaerys.
Gotta protect the grandkids, man.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm wondering because Rhaenyra low key gave the same advice to Rhaenyra and Alicent. Low key, she gave them the same advice. Like, yo, fuck these dudes. Girls run the world.
Yeah.
Take it for yourself. And well, one of them's gonna decide to do it.
Because she tries to talk sense into Alicent. Because she's like, you keep doing all this stuff for the dudes. Like, fuck me.
Right.
She's telling Rhaenyra right off the bat. She was like, hey, you already know what it is. Fuck them.
Right. Rhaenyra's on some. Rhaenyra's on some legit. Rhaenyra's on some legit hoes before bros.
She over here like, they're trying to get Alicent. They're going to have to drag Alicent and be like, look. They're going to have to hold her eyes open like, look.
Pretty much.
On that girl boss shit.
All day. Who run the world? Girls.
Yeah. And the one that decided to go for it is the one that she supported.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened. So I'm wondering if, because I didn't read the book, because I refuse to read the book until the series is over, because I don't want to ruin anything for myself. I wonder if this is a play so she can get them to fight off of each other, and then she can come in and take it. Because technically, remember, he was like in second place when Viserys got the crown.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, she's. I don't know if she's. She might be thinking it might be like a younger person's game at this point. That's true. Her eyes are fucking just.
I think she take medication for it. I don't know. She got that.
So they have that, which is like that reinvigorated them because at first they're like, we don't have a lot of soldiers, we don't have a lot of stuff to rely on. We got dragons, but like
we only got like a few, but they also got dragons. You know what I mean? That's like she's telling them we can start some shit with this.
Yeah,
we had the intent
gave her approval and was like, all right, boom, this is what we need to be doing.
The minute Corlys came in and declared that he was with them, Daemon started giving out orders immediately.
We can cut supply lines here and here. We can limit this. Like, shit. But we see a scene with Rhaenyra talking to Daemon about Viserys.
Yeah, I think that is too, Jasmine.
There's no. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I just don't think that's in her game plan at this point. But she's talking to Damon about like the privacy and all this shit and what her father would have wanted, and Damon grabbed
this
her by
was
the throat.
this was the first time. This is the first time we've seen. This is the first time we've seen Damon being a wife beater, really. Because your man,
the other time we didn't really see it, but this time,
right? This time we saw it. All right, Damon grabbed her quick.
Oh, he didn't tell you?
Matt, he hit her with the.
Oh, you think you safe? The greatest meme ever.
So
Yo,
Damon goes off to go get another dragon after that. He's singing some song, and I can't remember what the name of that dragon is. I know there's one that's just called like.
It's like I think that's the biggest dragon.
It's either that or like the second biggest next to the one that Aemon has. They're like
fuck around and find out, Soros. That's what it is.
It's a wild dragon, which sounds like what? Wait, they have fucking wild dragons? Oh fuck, that ain't good. That's
right. That's something that caught my attention too. I'm like, wait. So there's just dragons that nobody owns, just roaming this motherfucker like Sasquatch. Like
that ain't cool.
How
man.
dangerous the life of a goat is in that time.
They actually have a dragon.
Pigs, all them motherfuckers is snacks.
They apparently have a dragon that's called like Sheep Stealer or something.
Oh god!
So they just call that because every now and then it'll just come down, swoop a sheep, and then fly off.
It's the biggest dragon and has lain unclaimed for years, and it's even seen more time. Yeah, I like you, Jasmine. You got details.
That's gonna be the one that ends up
eating everybody for it.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. So Luke is flying his dragon Arax, and he flies into a storm, which already
is no go.
Terrible omen.
The storm is not the word. He flies into a hurricane. Let's keep it a buck. That shit is a hurricane.
Aemon wanting his head as soon as he pulled up.
He lands
and sees this big ass fucking dragon.
He sees the shadow of Godzilla just like looking over the fucking wall, just like slowly. It's like I would have left right then.
I'm sure he's probably like, hey, y'all said this was the easy. Y'all said this was going to be the easy one.
Like anything that they're like, oh,
I'd have flew on that fucking dragon. The minute I'd have gotten that storm, I'd have been like, you know what?
Doesn't feel right.
Let's pull up. Let's pull up. And then if I manage to talk myself into still going, I pull up and see that dragon. I'm not even parking. I get not today. Well, mama, we ain't got this one. Ma, just to let you know,
we lost them. We lost them.
He pulls up there and like everything is going well. The guy he's talking, but Aemon is like, "Oh, you on our turf? Come on, I want my revenge. Let's go." Dude's like, "Nah, bro. He's here on official business."
Promised his hand in marriage to one of the guy's daughters.
Right.
And he's like, well, what can you offer me? And he goes, well, I'm already betrothed, so I can't do that.
He said, so you come here like, yeah, he's like, you come here like barehanded, just talking about
Aemon's like, let me get your eye though.
He's right. He's like, now I want that eye that you took. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Dude's
and
like, no,
dude was like, no, not in here. Not in here, you're not gonna do that shit. No. That boy came as a messenger and he's gonna leave as a messenger. What happens after that is on y'all, but in this house, y'all not gonna be fighting here. Y'all not gonna fight here.
And someone asked like, why didn't they offer him like a room or something somewhere to stay? And I'm like,
that nigga ain't want to stay.
He wouldn't have been safe anyway. Aemon been wanting it back in blood. He's gonna get it somewhere somehow.
And then we finally get a chance to see what happened to Aemon's eye. and Aemon has the White Walker eye.
He does. That
He got
shit
a
is
sapphire in his eye.
That shit is dope.
He
That is
he
cool.
throws Luke a blade like, all right, all I need is just one eye. Take out the eye, and we're even.
He said, "I'll let you choose."
And then Jace or Luke leaves, and he's like, Arax, come on, listen to me, please, just listen to me. We gotta go. And that should have been the first thought of like,
Why are you begging your fucking dragon to go? Your dragon don't want to go? What's going on?
Your dragon's not listening
It
to
was
what you're
scared
saying.
of the storm. It was storming. The dragon wasn't really trying to go. And he's like, come on, Arax. They going up. And it's like,
And he looks back, and that big ass dragon is not there anymore. It's already gone.
Mm-hmm. That dragon, then he's looking. All of a sudden, that dragon is flying right above him.
That shot. I've been watching, so anybody that knows me, I've been watching horror movies every day from my October watch list. And of all the shit that I've seen in the past 29 days, that is one of the most horrifying fucking things I've ever seen. Like
big ass Godzilla has wings. Godzilla and Mothra have created a super baby.
And then you just see blonde hair floating on top of it. He's just like, "Oh, hey, you thought I was done."
He said, "Oh, you thought shit was done? Okay."
He said,
but
we
you can tell
outside. We outside now.
But you could tell Aemon pretty much wanted to
scare him,
scare the shit out of him.
Yeah,
he wanted to scare him to the point.
Kill him.
Right, he kind of wanted to scare him into an accident, so that way he couldn't feel at blame. I guess if something happened.
I don't even know if that. I think he was just trying to like. Are you sure you want this war? Are you sure you want to do this? Like,
he
this
was trying to scare him,
into.
and Eric's was the one that was more scared.
Eric's fucked around and found out. Eric's said
they go through this little like crevice that Aemon's dragon can't get through. What was it called? Vagar? I think
Vagar is too damn big to go through this little hiding spot.
Aemon like smiles, like, all right, okay, nephew, all right, it's pretty good moves. And like at this point, Aemon has lost him, and maybe he could have gotten away. I don't know, but Eric's was tired of running.
Eric said, "Fuck this bullshit. I got fire too."
He said that he shot at him and ran out of bullets like a fool. He shot one bullet, thinking he did something. That was a flesh wound. Tried to run away.
His little fireball was like the gunshot in Harlem Nights when Arsenio Hall and them are trying to shoot Eddie Murphy, and they got the machine guns. And then one dude is pow. That's what that fireball was like. It was like. So Vegas was like, "You little motherfucker! You really?"
If you go back and watch this, and you hear both of them, like, you think it's him going now, like attack.
He's saying no.
He's saying no.
Serve me. He's like, no, Eric, serve me. Then you see, you hear Aemon, Vagar, no. Serve me. I'm like, yeah, neither one of y'all need to be driving.
Right. The minute he gets hit with that, they're above the storm. It's bright, sunny. That's how high they are now. They are above the storm. And the minute it's hit with the fireball, you see Aemon go, "Oh shit. Yo, Varric, chill, he ain't mean it. He ain't mean it, bro. He ain't mean it. He don't know what he doing. He young. He ain't mean it." And Luke flies up, sees the pretty sunshine. The same way fucking Neo and Trinity saw the sunshine when they went above the storm.
3 seconds of life left. 3, 2, 1, chomp.
Next thing you know, if y'all can see my background, that motherfucker in the background came and took a bite.
And you clearly hear Aemon say no.
Aemon, you hear Aemon loud and clear. No.
Because Vagar is like, nah, fuck this. You sat there, you took a swipe at me. I'm coming for your ass. Pause. He said, I'm coming for you.
I thought it was something where like Luke didn't even know what happened, but if you go back and watch it in slow motion, you'll see him like pulling back, like "oh shit."
Uh-huh.
I'm
So like
about to die.
his last moment of life was the big ass fucking jaws
Yeah.
just opening up and then dead.
And
And
you see a little piece
Aemon's
fly out.
face.
Aemon hits us with the.
Amen. He's looking, he turns back, and he's like, maybe he's still there. Maybe he turns around, he's like, fuck.
Looks back and he just sees a piece falling out of the sky.
Uh-huh.
And it ain't Luke. It's just a piece of the dragon. That
Right.
You go,
Your man Eamon was gasping like Stan Smith does on American Dad. Like he could not believe that
it's
shit.
clear from this is where they completely changed it from the book. Because in the book, he does that shit purposely. He kills Luke on purpose. He does it on purpose. But for the show, I like this twist. It looks
Right.
like I was just trying to scare him, and these stupid ass dragons that we supposedly can't control, we can't
Did
control
their own
them.
shit. Did their own
Right.
shit. And now he gone.
And you know what, Matt? Anytime someone's been like, "This is how they did it in the books for this show specifically," I've been like, "You know what? That's a good change.
Yeah.
That's a good change." Like every time, I'm like, "That's actually I like that change."
Right.
It's
What-
a bit more interesting when Aemon didn't really mean to do that. He was because now he's like, because he's still a fucking kid.
And
At this
and
point.
it still goes back to the dog ate my homework excuse. Because he can't be like, well, the dragons were stupid. Sure they did.
Right.
Sure they did.
But we also just saw Rhaenys, where she could have that dragon could have eaten everybody at that fucking
Yeah.
crowning.
Right.
And she controlled him, and they left. So the whole we don't have control thing is not as, concrete because we just saw that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I am curious what happens when he goes back and he's like, does he say he did it on purpose? Does he say that Vhagar went out of control?
He's fucked either way.
How did Alicent respond?
fucked
How does
either way.
Aegon respond? But the
So-
last thing we see is Daemon slowly walking into the
we don't hear
the
anything.
room.
We don't hear anything. They have solemn dramatic music playing. And we see Daemon walking in and he takes his wife's hand. They walk over to the fireplace. And mama, I done fucked up. I done fucked up big time, mama. I'm sorry. So, and he tells her, yo, listen, your son,
He gone.
he got 8. And the last thing that we see is the Black Queen turn around with the kill. Yeah, but that term, if looks could kill, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
The
That's-
war
that's
has
that-
begun.
That mother's pain
That's the
took one of her babies.
I've tried peace. I was ready for war. I think we all were. The whole I've tried to be peaceful. I've tried to be civil.
Now you done took one of my kids.
Mhm.
It is time.
That was a look
Will
of.
roll.
That was a look of not even anger. That was a look of just.
pain.
Especially
That look right there lets you. If somebody ever gives you, ladies and gentlemen, somebody ever gives you that look in the street, run. Because that person has bad intentions of killing you badly. Not good. It's quick. They're gonna kill you bad. Okay, so
Drag it out. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be mentally and physically painful. It ain't gonna be good.
yeah, it is not gonna be good. It's hurt, anger, despair, rage, all bunched into one, and it's run.
And this is where I love the casting of this show because these are scenes where like you don't have to say a word, but Daemon and Rhaenyra both it's how their body language is, it's the looks they give. People
Nah, I got to cut you. Come on, quick. Wait, how old are you, Miss Bledsoe, to be knowing Harlem Night references like that? You ain't you. If you Mongo's friend, you a baby.
Like we don't talk about Harlem Nights. All right, whatever.
You're a baby though.
But it's something about the actors that they pick, man. It's because again, Daemon had another scene cut apparently. Like before when his second wife died, they had the scene where he like hugged his daughters and consoled them, and then they just cut it out. Because apparently one of the people that produced the show don't like they
Happy early birthday.
They don't happy early birthday. They don't like Daemon having this like emotional side on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But every time they cut a scene, it's like the guy that plays him just like
the look is enough.
The look, and he does the look and the body language where like he has emotion. We don't have to see the scene. We see it, the way he moves, the way his like he sulks, the way he walks. So we saw that when he was talking to Rhaenyra about Luke. He slowly like this is someone who 10 minutes ago we saw him like choking Rhaenyra.
Right.
Now he's like hands over her hand. Down he's shaking his head. And they kind of walk off, and you can see him like starting to break down a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
And at the same time, you got to also think about I'm pretty sure she knows what they did to Harwin.
It really is.
They already know what Allison and them did to Harwin, so now she's like, not only did you have to kill my son, you already killed his dad. You killed his grandfather too.
Right.
His other grandfather dead. It just died.
Yeah,
and
Matt
now
Smith.
you gonna take him? Like
Matt Smith is he's been fan. I didn't know if I didn't think I was gonna like his casting as this because I just knew him from Doctor Who, and that's like a really weird thing to go from to like everything else that guy's done. I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna do this. He did. He does it very well. Yeah, war's coming. War is coming. Now we gotta wait 2 fucking years.
Yeah. Okay, now here comes the part where Kenny gets angry. All right. It's a fucking book, so it's not like you don't have a premise of what the fucking show is about. Okay, you know what the fucking shit is about. It's a fucking book. Yes, you need writers to make little different changes here and there, or whatever the case may be, but it's a fucking book, so you know what the fuck you need to write, and you know what you need to write on the paper for the actors to say and for us to see. It's a fucking book. You could have fucking filmed 2-3 seasons at a time. You act like you didn't know Game of Thrones wasn't a fucking hit. You act like you didn't fucking know that.
Oh, they did all this on purpose.
just for this reaction.
Now niggas gotta wait fucking 2 years.
Because once we found out the show was going to be 4 seasons, I'm like, okay, they're definitely not about to do this all in a row. No. So as soon as I saw like when the season finale started and they said it's not going to come back to 2024, so basically they're going to spend all 2023 filming and finishing it up and part of 2024. Most of it is going to be having to do all that CGI. And you got to remember, it's a HBO. It's Discovery and all them. So they let them get their money. They got to get their mony right.
Here's my thing though. It's not like it's
40 is what it is.
It's not like it's getting as you go along. You coming up with new stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like Stranger Things. It's not a book or anything like that. So somebody has to sit there and think about this shit about, all right, what's the next thing we can do for these motherfuckers or whatever. It's different with that. When you're going off of a book, you can literally film a bunch of shit at once. I'm not saying put it all out at once. Okay, season 1 is over. Let us wait 5-6 months. But season 2, a 6 month span, and then the last one make us wait a year. It's fine. But 2 years, 2 years. When they come back, they better have every fucking thing done for the rest of this shit. All right,
It's
there better be
gonna
no more
probably be.
fucking.
I told y'all when I think the show is gonna end. It's gonna end in 2028. If it's 4 seasons with a year in between every one of them, we had 22 season 1, 23 off, 24 comes back for season 2, 25 off, 26 come back for season 3, 27. Now I didn't think about this. Somebody brought this up on Twitter. They could do that bullshit where they split up that last season, like they did those Harry Potter movies, and give us that last season, and it could go into 2029. Now I would be pissed the fuck off. I gotta wait 7 years instead of 6 years to get this damn shit over with. I know in that time span,
damn near 40.
I'm gonna end up reading the book.
Damn near.
Yo, here's the book.
And the thing about this is like this, it didn't like Game of Thrones where like the story isn't done yet book wise. This is done.
Like this, and
all
the book is fairly easy.
Finished.
A lot of folks say because it's just basically just like a history book.
Yeah,
So it isn't really
like
anything you really got to like read. Like
Yo,
linear.
But it's like you have enough. You can make it. Yo, come on. Unless you are really trying to play into the shit of these people growing up and getting older and waiting for these real life actors to get fucking older. If that's what you're doing, then that's fucking ridiculous. That's your fault. Like,
I think in between this time though, they're gonna eventually, we're gonna get other spinoffs because I know they're still trying to get. This is just the first of many Game of Thrones spinoffs. So I feel like at some point in 2023, we're going to get something else Game of Thrones related announced, and then that's going to kind of just like make us feel good for until we can get dragons back for 2024. So maybe a Jon Snow spinoff, something maybe.
Yeah, the Sea Snake spinoff is
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of spinoff. So
I don't know if I want to see Snake spinoff. I don't know if I want to know too much more about Corlys. I mean, you know what? I do. Yes, I do, but I don't know if I want a whole series based on. Yeah.
I'd rather hear more about him in the
actual story.
Seems like it would be something like a 5-episode miniseries. Something that doesn't need 10 episodes, 5 or 6. That sounds about right for the Sea Snake story.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
It's not 10
episodes. Like in a year, the year in between, or like Matt said, it's like a year on, year off.
Like they can put it in between there. A little taste. Hey, this is what was going on with the Sea Snake.
But you know what, Mongo, you were absolutely right though. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. Go ahead, keep going. See, that's the problem with drugs, folks.
I am right about a lot of things. I'm right about most things actually. So we'll just chalk it up to the list. So now looking back, we have 10 episodes to look back on. This is, when you combine this with Game of Thrones, this is one of the better seasons of that entire series, I think. You had enough of everything, whether it was action, whether it was violence, whether it was sex, whether it was political intrigue. I don't think I got bored once.
No, not at all.
Always fully invested in this entire thing. It's definitely one of the better seasons of any show I've ever seen.
And you know what? Now I remember what I was gonna say. I made a joke earlier about, where the fuck did October go? October sped by. Like, I can't believe it's already November. And Margo said, that's what happens when you got dragons in your life.
Okay.
10 fucking weeks. That's an entire month.
It's just you waiting. It's just you waiting for the next episode.
Right. When you wait for dragons, shit goes by quick.
It was August 2 days ago. Like, this shit is fucking
right. I just celebrated my birthday last week in August. Next thing I know, I'm getting ready to cook for Thanksgiving. How did that happen?
Wait, why are Christmas fucking decorations already out? What is happening right now?
Right, exactly.
That's why I was kind of not even that mad about it. Them saying 2024 because I'm like, the way time has been going, it'll be 2024 in like 8 days.
Nah. Dragons made that shit go by quick. Dragons made that shit go by real
I mean,
quick.
between dragons and wrestling, like we're gonna blink. Like, side note,
Yeah.
If you're watching us for the first time today, and if you like professional wrestling, join us on Thursdays.
We'll get to that.
Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And
Just follow. Just follow. Just
See
follow.
that little banner down there, folks. If you just
it's like next week is November. That's Crown Jewel. In a few weeks after that, it'll be Survivor Series. We're gonna blink, and we're gonna be talking about the Royal Rumble. And before you know it, we're gonna be talking about WrestleMania. That's gonna be April. It's gonna fly by.
Me and Mike are gonna get you guys into The Witcher for next year. So we'll have something else to sink our teeth into. It's all right. It's cool. It's all
right. And then what you call it? And then always follow that page because guess what, folks? We got another podcast that we're going to be doing tomorrow too.
That's right. Now that House of the Dragon's over, this is something that me and Kenny are really invested in. Interview with the vampire.
Anne Rice's Anne Rice's interview with the vampire, the infamous movie that had the 90s heartthrobs, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Antonio Banderas, Kirsten Dunst. That it was like a 80-hour goddamn movie when I was young. I remember that much. The movie was dumb long. Even as an adult. Yeah. Even as an adult, when you watch it, you're like
mad long.
It's like, yo, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes and they still going. I don't think this is the middle yet. It's the movie is long, okay? So they have converted that book movie into a TV show. And the reason why we bring it up on this show is because it has a little cross reference. If you like the character Grey Worm in Game of Thrones, who was Khaleesi's right hand, he is the main character, Louis. Listen.
No, they're not. All right.
Vampires are not just for y'all, okay? Vampires are fucking cool. I prefer vampires over werewolves because there's not a single time that when you turn into a werewolf that it doesn't hurt. Okay,
Yeah,
every single time you turn into a wolf, you're breaking your body to turn into a dog. Okay, with a vampire, you go through that hard death one time, bang, and it's it. You good. All right, every single time. Right. Shit. You're a superhero at night.
Shit, Damian Priest is a vampire.
I don't doubt it.
He definitely is.
I don't doubt it.
So yeah, we'll get into that. There have been 4 episodes up to now that we'll be catching up on all tomorrow. We'll probably do it around what time are we going to do that tomorrow? You think?
We're gonna do that around. We're gonna do that around a noonish time tomorrow.
Noonish, yeah. So tune into us tomorrow, like around 12:30, something like that. We'll get into it. We're covering the first 4 episodes. It's been wild. If you have not watched it yet, I could not believe the shit they got.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. In the very beginning credit of the TV show, by the way, the TV show comes on AMC if you have it. So that's where it comes on Sundays at 10. All right.
So pretty much AMC Plus for free for 7 days. So you can catch up right now. You can do it real quick.
Right.
I watched the whole 4 episodes yesterday in like 3 hours. So it don't take long.
It really doesn't. You in the beginning it says brief nudity, strong violence. And unfortunately, I guess I'm not one of the cool people because I didn't really watch Walking Dead, so I didn't know anything about AMC channel. So I said, Mongo, brief nudity. He's like, you might get a little butt.
All right, hold on. Before you go on, the last time I was watching AMC, I watch it every October because they have a little horror movie marathon. I was watching Walking Dead like
8 seasons ago, and when Breaking Bad was on. So apparently, they have got real lax on some shit.
I asked Mongo. I said, Mongo, brief nudity. He said, you might see like a butt cheek or something, but it won't be nothing too serious or nothing like that. First episode, I hit Mongo in the chat. Motherfucker, you lied. Okay. But I'm like, I'm looking at a nipple right now, and there's some other shit that's going on that if you want to find out what I saw, tune in to us tomorrow, and I'll tell you exactly what the hell I saw that made me really go off.
Both of us had the same face when it happened. I know it did. We're just like,
Oh my god. It was, yo, when it happened, I went just like this. I said, oh.
This is on TV? This
I said, Mongo, you're a goddamn liar. Then Mongo watches the first episode about a day later after I say that, and he goes, holy shit, you weren't fucking kidding.
when you explained it in the chat, I'm like, he's exaggerating. There's no fucking way they showed this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. You can find out exactly what I told Mongo and exactly what I saw. And thank you for joining us on this podcast. You guys have really helped us decide to keep going because we see that you guys like us and we like talking to y'all. It was fun talking to y'all about dragons. We're gonna keep, even with the other podcasts, we're gonna still mention some dragons in somewhere so we can always keep in contact with each other, folks. So this is not goodbye. All right, this is a see you later for the dragons.
After Vampire, we'll continue to do other shows or other things. Like, let us know.
Right.
What y'all would like us to talk about. We'll get into whatever, you know. We're
Right. We this is the
stuff.
This group here likes more than just wrestling and dragons. We are open to pretty much watching just about anything. If you guys want to see us talk about it, let us know. Hit us with some ideas. The best way to do that and see what's going on with us is following us at twitch.tv/undertheringpod or facebook.com/undertheringpod. You can also follow us on our Twitter. You got Greg Bush SK. You know, follow that man. He always has a good article. Give him some clicks. You also got me, Rock Ribs 44.
Coming out today, by the way, so be sure to check that.
There you go. You got me, Rock Ribs 44. I'll be taking up tonight, which I am going to be posting with over the week. I am going to a House of Glory wrestling event tonight with my boy Tito, the street captain. We are going to Exodus. I am going to see Jacob Fatu in person. I'm going to see Jacob Fatu in person.
The bad man.
The
Samoan werewolf.
Samoan werewolf. Exactly. About to go see him. Don't forget to follow our boy, The Right Answer. He's going to get in there and talk some sports to you and let you know what beer you need to be sipping with.
I'll tell y'all, I anytime Matt posts a drink that he's about to have, I'm like, all right, I need to save that. I need to add it to the list.
Right.
Next time I go to a craft place, I need to try this stuff out.
It's because of Matt that I'm actually into beer right now. Because listen, I'm from the hood. The only thing we got out here is fucking Modelo, Coronas, Heinekens, Guinness, and Budweisers. That's it.
Have you ever seen that scene from Django Unchained where they're in the bar and they're like pouring a beer and they clear it off? It looks like the best beer you've ever had. Every time Matt posts a picture of a beer that he's trying, I get that same feeling of like, God damn, that looks good.
Like, shit, the last fucking podcast, this motherfucker had a Reese's peanut butter cup beer. Pretty much. It's talking about peanut butter, chocolate, and vanilla. I'm sitting there like, yo, that's a beer? How'd they do that? Like, so if you want to know about that, follow that man right there, The Right Answer. And don't forget our boy who's not here this week, but he usually is too, Mr. Fresh Bear. He's going to talk to you about almost all the social activities going on out there. And our street captain, you run into this man, ask for a sticker. Boriel Mariente. He gives us all our merch, and he's out there promoting the shit out of us. Thank you, folks, for joining us again for another week of House of the Dragons. We appreciate the love that you have given us. Catch us tomorrow. Once again, follow us. Catch us tomorrow here, where we're going to be talking about vampires. See y'all later.